What's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're going to get into the Glamlite and Frosted Flakes collection. Now, I actually did not buy the palette because I was like, I have so many blue tone palettes from the brand. Like, I've already reviewed 2 blue tone palettes they came out with earlier, so I was like, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use one of these blue tone palettes. And then I have some alternatives to show you on palette, so I'll start that now. But the collection, the palette retails for $35. I'm trying to remember, the whole PR box is 90 bucks. I think the highlighter was 15 bucks in the, let me check. Because I want to make sure I get it right for you if you actually want to get it. But the whole PR set, I'm pretty sure was 90 bucks from what I remember. The highlighter is $16. Yeah, the full PR collection is $90. If you get it without the PR box, it's $75. And then the lip kit I got was $15. So as you all saw, I got the new lipstick lip kit with the lip stick. And then I got the highlighter, which is 16 bucks. The highlighter was just too cute, I couldn't pass it up. Even though I feel like it's not gonna work for my skin tone at all, because Karen's talking about how she wasn't sure about how it was gonna work for her skin tone. So I'm like, Karen's not sure and she's tan, I know damn well it's probably not gonna work on me. But let's open her on up and see what she looks like. Well, I just tore it about. Oh well, I wasn't gonna keep it in there anyway. But this is what it looks like. I just thought it was too cute with the little milk and cereal bowl or whatever. But let's swatch it and see how it's gonna look on my hand, girl. I'm concerned about how it's gonna look on our face. You know, that's what I'm truly concerned with. So let me. Yes, she's looking quite frosty. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Cause this is what the highlighter looks like. I don't know if you can see it. It actually blended into my skin better than I thought, but see, I feel like you can see a cast when I turn my hand, which means you'll probably see a cast on my face, but we're gonna try it on anyway when I do the eye look. So my plan is, since I have 2 blue palettes from them, I feel like I can make a combined look of blues, and then I have like this orange Super Shock Shadow from ColourPop that I got in the Peeps collection. So I was just gonna put this on the lid, and then I was gonna recreate the look Karen did with the halo eyes, so that way I only have to use like the blues with mattes, and then I can use a shimmery orange and show you that you don't need this palette in order to, like, you know, make a look from it, because Karen made a look with colors that I already have. So this is the Cookies and Cream one. As you can see, it has this dark blue, some lighter blues, and this blue, just like it does in the Tiger palette. Then I have the Icy palette, and it's literally a monochromatic blue palette, so it has plenty of blues to choose from in it. So we'll probably take one of these blues for the inner corner shade. Of course, we're gonna use all the blues in here for the mattes. Now, there isn't a navy blue in here like there is in the other one, but you saw in the Hershey Kisses there's a navy blue. So I'm just probably gonna combine both the palettes to do it, because I was just like, I can't justify buying another blue palette from them. And since I don't like orange, and we know I don't like orange, I didn't see the point of buying it. If it goes 50% off, obviously I'll buy it then, but I'm not gonna, like, you know, go on my way to buy it. And then I have, like I said, this orange Super Shock Shadow from ColourPop I haven't used, because again, I don't like orange. So let me open up the lip kit, and then we can see what that looks like. And then I'll zoom y'all in, and then we'll put on the lip kit and the highlighter, and then I'll go off camera and do the eye I told you about, that, which is basically recreating Karen Harris's look, and then do it that way. Okay, it's sealing here pretty tight. And sorry, y'all, my fingers are trying to get into the foam in order to get the pencil out, because it's difficult as hell to get out of here. But I think it's because my friend put it back in backwards, because he took it out to look at the stuff, but since he put the pencil back in backwards, that's what took so long for me to get it out. But anyway, this is the combination that they have. So the lip liner ain't working for me at all. If you all see it at all, I'm gonna swatch on my hands so you see that I don't feel like that's gonna be deep enough for my skin tone personally. I feel like it'd be one I can put all over my lips and put a clear gloss over to give some color to. So it's not, it feels pretty creamy though, just rubbing it on my hand. But see right there, I don't feel like it's gonna be deep enough for some of my skin tone. I feel like it gives a little bit of depth, but not enough for me. I feel like if you're more like Karen Harris's skin tone, then it might work better for you. But if I remember correctly, Karen said she doesn't really use lip liners. The bullet feels nice and expensive. I will say that. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what I expected it to feel like. It feels kind of wooden, like, even though I know it's plastic, but you know, I said I don't know what I expected it to feel like, but I didn't expect it to feel like that. So this is what the lipstick looks like. It's giving me like a little darker version of the Hendash one I love so much, called Call Me Peaches. That's the vibe it's giving me, so we'll have to compare it to that on my Instagram stories. So if you're not following Gel Beauty 87 on Instagram, you should. That's why I would all swatch comparisons, things like that. Oh, it seems like it's magnetic, is it? No, it's just plastic. But okay, I will zoom you all on in now, and then we can go ahead and put this stuff on the face. Okay, girl? zoom you on in real quick. If you're curious what's on my eyes right now, I do have on a couple of palettes from Dose of Color. So they had their 50% off holiday sale. I'm sorry, anniversary sale that they have every year. So I use their Heart, I think it's Heart Eyes palette, the little bitty one, and then I used a couple of shades from the Truffle palette that they just came out with recently. So I used both those on the eyes, and of course y'all know I had to use my favorite shimmer that comes to mauve, at least one of them, and I used the Artist Couture palette for the shimmers in there called Sex Appeal and Obscene. I live for those shimmers. Whenever I do a mauve look, I always think of those shimmers to put on my lid, so that's what I put on. So it's the like kind of big palette mashup, but you know, I liked what I liked, girl. So you'll see the Instagram picture of this coming, I think, Friday. I'm filming this Friday morning, and you'll see it like basically when I go home. So that's it. Okay, y'all, so let's get into this highlighter. Please ignore my under eye. I know it looks a mess. Blame the Lawless concealer. I'm trying out with some more products today, so just gonna put it right here and see how that works out. Oh God, that's icy as hell. Okay, and I put a little bit over my eyebrows just so you can see how that's working out. So that side and that side. I just want to see if this is going to be ashy on top of my skin tone tonight, and I don't want to put it all over my face because I still have to do the outside review. We're going to try to buff that in a little bit. Maybe I'll sponge it in with the Hershey sponge. So when I sponge it in, it doesn't look too bad, but like I still feel like it looks icy and a little bit ashy, if you will. So I don't know that I'll necessarily use it on my face. I might use it on my body because I'm like, you know, it can be a body highlighter. Which is another reason I was okay with buying and trying it out for you all. Plus, I feel like some of my skin tone would want to see it. I already showed you the swatch on my hand, so I feel like I don't need to show it again since I showed it on my face. So let's get into the lip liner now. I mean the lipstick. Of course, I'm not going to use that lip liner. We all know it's too light, so I just put on a brown lip liner that I had in my bathroom. I don't even remember what brand it was. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and put on the lipstick now. Okay. It's a nice and creamy formula, you know. I knew this was the first time she's trying bullet lipstick, so I had to get one to try. This is what the color looks like. I think it looks nice. Oh crap, I smudged it. So I messed up my bullet already. Anyway, it's a nice color. It feels like a pretty comfortable formula. Since I smudged it, I just dabbed it on. Or it broke off. And patting it on the lips. Yeah, but I definitely see myself wearing this quite often, so I'm quite impressed with it because I didn't think it was going to work that well on my skin tone. But it's turned out to be nice. So let me go off camera now and recreate the eye look with the Icy palette. Like I told you I was going to, that Karen did. And then we'll come back and do it together. And I'll show you why you didn't need to get the palette itself. Okay, so I've returned with my Karen Harris inspired eye look for the Glamlite collection. So I literally just took these two shades right here, and I took the Peeps orange shade from ColourPop's Peep collection for Easter, and then I put the highlighter that we have on the brow bone in the inner corner. That's literally all I did. So let's get to it, ladies. So I'm starting with the shade Cool, which is the one I showed you with the little icy print in it, the lighter one. I'm just gonna go ahead and pat that in the corner here. So I patted it and then try to blend it up here. I try not to take it too far in because, you know, I gotta leave the middle space of the lid open. And I just repeated it and did my standard shape on the outer part of the eye. And then we're gonna just lightly put it in between here and leave a nice little space in the middle open. So far so good. I didn't expect to fall out because it didn't fall out on the other side, but decided to fall on this side. So let's just take my brush I used to put my setting powder on. Let me brush that away. Okay, so now we're gonna take the shade Melted, which is the very deepest shade, and we'll start putting that on top. Kind of build up the intensity of the depth in the inner corner. Now I know mine isn't as deep as Karen's, but remember the navy shade is in the Frosted Flakes palette. I am using the Icy palette to show y'all why you don't necessarily have to buy it to create a look with this palette. And since this palette is $10 cheaper than the other one, and you can use KH Makeup to get an extra 10% off. It's 10 or 15%, I forgot how it works. The Glamlite, I think Glamlite might be 15. And I think she said her lethal one is 10%. Anyway, I figured it'd be easier to just use a palette I already have and show you a look. And since Karen had made this one, I watched her video, I was like, perfect, now I don't have to buy the palette. Even though, like, I didn't buy it, so clearly I wasn't going to. But you know how you'd be like, I didn't think I needed it, and then you see somebody do a look that you can do with another palette you already had. It's kind of like that moment for me. I was like, I knew I didn't need this palette. Now, like I told y'all before, if it goes 50% off during the holidays, then I'll get it just to add to my collection, because I do review a lot of Glamlite stuff. But I don't know, but this one I was just like, I can't at this price. Do fill out some more, so let's go ahead and dust that away. Yay. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the orange shade. So what I did was I just took my glitter glue from BH Cosmetics and this Color Rain eyeshadow brush and just really put it down the middle of my eye. So there you go. Now we're gonna dip into the Peep shade. So I just pushed into it a lot and started kind of packing it on, if you will, toward the middle of the eye, following the glitter glue up my eye. And then I just dusted over it with the blue toward the back of the eye, so have that airbrushed feel to go into it. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like it'll look better once I, you know, fix the back part, because I feel like it's looking a little wild, but I haven't. See how wild it looks compared to this one. But we're not done yet, so give me a minute. I got the shade Melted now. I'm gonna go back over this to try to smooth it out, if you will. Kind of even everything up, so could be on here, people outside morning on. I don't know, I still feel like this one's just a little bit wider than the other eye. So, oh yeah, that's right, we need to do a little bit in the front. And then we can put the highlighter in the inner corner and, you know, call it a day, girl. I'm kind of frustrated because I feel like it's only attaching to certain parts of the places where I put the glitter glue in order to make this eye even, so it's looking like a little rough right in here. So I don't like that about it, but you know. This is why I rarely do halo eyes, but I feel like I always have the spacing off between the two eyes and I just end up looking great because it's like not even. not a good makeup day for me, I see. Because my concealer looks like trash. I know y'all noticed it. And now the eye look is not going well. I still got 2 more eye looks to do. So this is going to be a long, horrible makeup day. Just good thing the sun will be out so I can wear sunglasses to cover up whatever the hell is going on down here. Because I'm not feeling it at all. Okay. So I will fix this some more before I go take pictures. But for the sake of saving time, I'm not going to keep trying to fix it here with you, or else we'll be here forever. Or at least a good little while. So, let's put in this inner corner highlight, and then we can talk about the things that I did try from the collection, and talk about, you know, my feeling on the eye look I did. So I'm just rubbing the highlighter in the inner corner here. Okay, good to go. Backing on up. Okay, so my thoughts on this collection. I like the highlighter just fine, but like I said, I'm gonna have to use it on my body realistically, because you gotta think with my skin tone, the iciness of this is not cute by any means. At least to me, it's not. So it's not gonna be something I'm gonna you know, use on a regular basis, just because that. But I mean, like, it is giving off a nice sheen, and I feel like if I mixed it in with something else, it would look a little better for me. But yeah, so as far as the eyes go, I feel like I made a similar enough eye look to Karen's look to where I don't, you know, need to buy the palette or brush out to get the palette. Like I've told you before, if it's 50% off, I'll get it. And if it's the same quality as this, then I know it's going to be good. It's just more of, I'm not a huge fan of orange, so I wasn't about to rush out and get the, you know, this palette. Plus, like I showed you all at the beginning, there's these 2 palettes that are exactly identical. So if you can just get like an orange shade out of your collection as a single and have an all blue monochromatic palette, I feel like you have similarities to that. Or if you do like orange, then you have orange palette. Like if you have orange, you glad, or something else. And I had some other ColourPop palettes I wanted to show you that I meant to show at the beginning. I forgot. So I have the Social Butterfly. It was part of that 5-pack collection that they had during the holidays. And then I have the Hot Heat collection. So I have colors in my collection that are similar that would equal that palette. In my personal opinion, like all 3 of these, I feel like are similar to the Tiger collection, because you got a set of just blues, you got just blues and a little bit of neutral tones, and then you got oranges right here. So that's another reason I wasn't getting it, because I'm like, I have so many things that are similar to this, so I didn't feel the need to. But I wanted to give you all a look with one of their palettes, showing that you can get a similar look with something that you already have. So if, like I said, if the quality of the Frosted Flakes palette is just as good as this Icy palette, then you should be fine. As long as you're doing something like this. I wasn't a huge fan of the Icy palette, though I prefer the what do you call it, palette. I prefer the Blue Moon and whatnot, but it's not that it's bad quality, it's just I prefer the color story of Blue Moon. I feel like this was too monochromatic, and a lot of the blues in here were too similar, so that's my thought. But the quality of it's just fine. It's just the color story isn't as nice to me as the Blue Moon. But those are my thoughts on the collection. I love the lipstick. If I told you about anything, I'd tell you about lipstick for sure if you're my skin tone. But I don't think the palette was a necessity. And the highlighter ain't really working on people's skin tone. As you can see like the cast underneath my eyebrow and on my lips. So that's a no for me. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.